Hello, and welcome to another seated chair exercise program by the North Lambton Community Health Center. My name is Candace, and I will be your instructor today. We are going to spend most of the time today seated in our chair. We will be using a small ball and a TheraBand. Just check your TheraBands to make sure there's no rips or tears so that we can make sure that everyone's safe while exercising today. We will be standing up near the end of the program. But again, if you're not able to, you can remain seated for the entire time. We want to remind you to go at your own pace, take breaks when you need to, and join back in when you can. If something doesn't feel right for you, just lessen your range of motion or go a little slower. And if you want to get more out of the exercise, again, you can go a little quicker or tighten the tension on your TheraBand are all ways that you can get a little bit more out of the workout. So let's get started. Sitting comfortably in your chair, not all the way back that your back is touching. So we do want to be a little bit forward on our chair. I am just going to set my ball down for now, out of the way, and we're just going to march in place. So pumping those arms and lifting those feet. Again, this is your workout, so you're going to go at a pace that works for you. So if you need to lessen what's happening here, perhaps your feet maybe aren't coming all the way off the ground, or you can lift those legs way up and really pump those arms to get that heart rate increasing. If anybody has a heart condition or shoulder issues, we will talk about modifications for those as we go. Okay. So let's get some wide, smalls going. So taking the legs out nice and wide and then back in narrow. And again, pumping those arms. When you're doing this, always a great idea to engage the core muscles to make sure that you're protecting the back and spine. And march it out. All right, toe taps out in front. And you're just going to push our arms and pull back in. When you're pulling in, again, making sure you're squeezing those shoulder blades together behind you and sitting up nice and tall. And again, making sure we're using those core muscles. All right, march it out. And heel digs, so digging those heels in front of you and adding in a bicep curl. Don't forget to breathe and to smile. All right, march it out. And quick feet. Get those feet going, go, go, and march it out. And quick feet. And march it out. We're going to start getting the arms up overhead now. So we're going to bring one knee up, arms overhead, and to the other knee. Again, shoulder issues or heart conditions, you can just stay right out in front here. And if you need to, again, lessen the range of motion, you can. But if you want to get more out of the exercise, we're just going to bring those knees up as high as we can and arms overhead. Again, keeping that core engaged so that we're protecting the core, the back, the spine. Don't forget to breathe. And march it out. And now kicking out in front with a punch, so opposite foot, opposite hand. Again, extending as far as you can while keeping that posture nice and tall and keeping that core engaged.
Candace Demon, line 1, please. Candace, line 1.
And march it out. And back to those arms overhead. High knees, arms overhead. The point of this is to get your heart rate up. We do want you to be in that moderate range. So on a scale of 1 to 10, we want you to get up to that 5, 6 level where you feel maybe a little winded, but you can still carry on a conversation. And march it out. And heel digs with a bicep curl. All right, and we're going to be switching to our toe taps out in front. And this time we're going to take the arms up overhead. Again, if you can't go up overhead, you can just stay right here. All right, we're going to be transitioning next into those wide steps, small steps, okay, with the arm pumps. So wide, wide, small, small. And quick feet, quick feet. And march it out. And quick feet. And march it out. Keeping the feet marching nice and slow. We're just going to take a big deep breath in. And breathe out. Relaxing the shoulders. And again. And one more time. Okay, we're going to go ahead now and grab our ball. Taking the ball between our hands, we're just going to squeeze with our fingertips and rotate the ball. Squeeze and rotate. And taking the ball between our palms, and we're going to squeeze, 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 and release. Squeeze, and release. Squeeze, and release. When you're doing this, you should be feeling this in your chest muscles. So when you're squeezing that ball, I want you to focus on squeezing those chest muscles, and release. And again, squeeze, and release. And again, squeeze, and release. And one more time, squeeze, and release. Taking the ball now and placing it between your knees. I'm doing a recording.
Oh.
And you're just going to squeeze the ball in. Hold there. And release. And again, squeeze. And release. Squeeze. And release. Two more times. Squeeze. And release. And last one. Squeeze. And release. Taking the ball now, we're going to dig our heels into the floor out in front of you. Taking the ball in your right hand and your right leg, and we're just going to roll that ball down your right leg all the way to your toe and back up. And over to the other side, all the way down, hinging at the hips, trying to keep that back nice and flat, and back up. And back to the right side, all the way down, and back up. And one more time on the left side, all the way down, and back up. Grabbing hold of the ball now in our right hand, palm facing up. We're just going to track that ball behind us as far as we can. Holding it there. And back to center. One more time on that side. All the way back, tracking it as far as you can. And back to center. Switching to the other hand. Tracking the ball all the way back. And back to center. And again. And back to center. Taking the ball now and placing it on your left knee. We're going to go right hand, left hand. Pushing up with the knee into the ball and down with your hands. And hold that squeeze. And release. And again, squeeze. And release. And again, squeeze. And release. You really want to be focusing on engaging those core muscles and squeezing those core muscles. Squeeze. And release. And squeeze. And release. And one more on this side. Squeeze. And release. Moving now to the other knee. Again, so right knee, left hand, right hand. And you're going to push up into the ball and down with your palms and hold there and release. And again, squeeze and release, squeeze and release, squeeze and release. Two more here, squeeze and release, and one more, squeeze and release. Taking the ball in our right hand out to our side, we're just going to go up overhead, switch hands, and down to the other side. Again, you can go at whatever pace is most comfortable for you. Shoulder or heart issues, you can just stay right out in front here. But if you're able to, we do want you to get those arms up overhead. Just stay here a little bit longer. Okay, rolling those shoulders back and down. Placing that ball on the floor out of your way so it doesn't become an issue. And we are going to move on now to our bands. So again, we want to make sure that there's no rips or tears in the band so that we are being safe when using it. We also want to, while using the band for exercise, we do want to make sure that there is always tension on the band. So between your little reps, I don't want to see any of this. This is not helping you. So always tension on the band. The closer your hands are together, the harder the exercise is going to be. Further away will be a little bit easier. So that's just how you can kind of control the tension. Let's start with overhead. So arms overhead, but out in front, so not right overhead, but a little bit out in front so you can still see the band in front of you. And we're just going to pull down, opening up the arms to about chest level and back up. So pulling down and back up and down and back up, down and back up. Staying here for a little bit. Again, always tension on that band. You want to make it easier? Spread your hands out a little bit. You want to make it harder? Bring them in closer together. See if you can get a couple more in. Okay, bring those arms down, rolling those shoulders back. We'll do our triceps next. So taking that band, placing it on your opposite shoulder, grabbing hold of one of the pieces, locking that arm in nice and tight to your side, and pulling down. Okay, switching to the other side now. Again, opposite hand to opposite shoulder, locking that arm in nice and tight, grabbing hold of that band, and pulling down. We want you to be feeling this in the back of your arm here. So that is the muscle you want to focus on squeezing. Okay. Taking the band now and placing it underneath our feet. Grabbing a hold of the band, sitting up nice and tall, shoulders down and relaxed. We are going to do bicep curls. So arms, elbows locked into the side, curling up and slow back down. So what I want you to do this time is I want you to come up quick and go down 1, 2, 3, and up, down 1, 2, 3, up, down 1, 2, 3. I'm going to stay here for a little bit. Control it on the way down. If this is too much for you, you can do one side, nice and controlled, and then the other side if you need a little bit of a break, but I do want you to keep moving. And join back in with 2 hands when you can. I know, let's do a couple more here. Okay, relaxing that band for a second. Grabbing a drink of water if you need it. And now we are going to plant those heels out in front of us. Getting a nice hold on the band. Sitting up nice and tall, shoulders down and relaxed. And we are going to be rowing. First, we want to row with a nice wide row. So flaring those elbows out, coming back. And now we're going to switch and bring those elbows in nice and tight to the body and back down. And again, flare those elbows out. Okay. Taking that band out from underneath our feet. We are just going to keep exhausting that upper body for a little bit longer here. So taking our band now behind and underneath our arms. We are going to bring our arms up to a goalpost position, and we're going to squeeze together and back out. Okay, taking those arms down for a moment. And now we're going to be pushing out in front of us. We're going to do one arm at a time across the body and back in. Across the body and back in. I want this to be nice and controlled. I don't want to see flailing. Nice and controlled, both on the out and the in. Again, you're going to hear it again. Sitting up nice and tall, shoulders down and relaxed, and engaging those core muscles. Okay, taking that band now. And we are going to do some bow and arrow work here. So we're having it wrapped around the palm, not multiple times. I don't want to see people wrapping it around multiple times. Just the once. Sitting up nice and tall. This arm is almost fully extended. I do want a slight bend in that elbow. And then you're just going to pull back with the other arm. Okay, switching hands. Slide that other hand in to do the other side. Again, sitting up nice and tall. Shoulders down and back. Core engaged. This arm out with a slight bend in the elbow and pulling back. Okay. Relaxing those shoulders. Give a couple shoulder rolls back. Tilt the head to one side. Nice and slow to the other side. Back to center. Grabbing our bands now and wrapping them underneath our thighs, up over top, and tying a bow. Try that again. Didn't want to stay flat for me. So again, you get to control the tightness here. Once that band's in place, we want you again slightly forward on that seat. I don't want to see your backs right against the chair because you're not going to be able to move the way you need to. So come forward on that chair. Sitting up nice and tall. And we're going to start with our right leg. We're just going to come out to the side and back in, or whatever leg you feel like starting with. And now the other side. Okay. Next, we're going to bring our feet together in front of us. And we're just going to drop the knees open and back together. And open and back together. If this is not strong enough for you, I know I'm feeling like I need a little bit more tension. What you can do is take your band, place it on top of your knees, wrap it underneath, and then just hold on to it. And you can drop those knees open and back up. Couple more here, you can do it. Okay. Taking that band off now. We are just going to set it aside. And feet kind of shoulder width apart, firmly planted on the ground. And we're going to do our toe taps. So pick a foot to start with. I'm going to start with my right foot. And we're just going to tap that toe. So leaving the heel planted on the ground and tapping that toe. Again, you should feel this in your shin. It will strengthen all of the muscles in here that it takes to actually lift that toe when you're walking, which is great for preventing falls. This is one you can do multiple times a day. Sitting and watching TV, you can do your toe taps. Okay, and let's switch to the other side. One side will always be probably easier than the other. That's normal. Keep tapping. All right, shake out those legs. Okay. Taking our feet shoulder width or a little bit wider apart, planting them nice and firm, making sure you're forward a little bit on your chair. Just going to stand up and back down. And I need to move back so that you can see me when I stand up. See if that does the job. Stand up. Oh, not quite. And back down. Up and back down. Okay, so for those of you wanting to get more out of this workout, you can come down as far as you can and back up without actually sitting down. You don't need to be able to tap the chair. That's a goal, but you don't need to be able to. And if you're someone who's taller, then just bringing those feet a little bit wider apart may make it a little bit easier for you. Couple more here, you can do it. Okay. You'll notice I've got a runaway ball. I'm just gonna put him on my chair for now. I am going to adjust this camera ever so slightly in hopes that, oh, that's too much. In hopes that you can see me while I'm standing here. Okay, so we're going to stand up now. We're going to move behind our chairs, and we're just going to do some heel raises. So again, feet a comfortable width apart, and we're just going to come up onto our toes and slowly back down. And up, slowly back down. Now, to make this a little bit more challenging, you can hover those heels so they don't actually come all the way down. And that will keep the tension in those leg muscles, which will make it a little bit harder. But you do whatever works for you today. We'll do a few more here. Okay, shaking out those legs. Standing behind our chairs again. We are going to use the chair for support if you need to. We're going to put up one arm, and then we're going to push back. Excuse me. We're going to push back, so opposite arm, opposite leg. And we're just going to pulse back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now we're going to do the other side. So again, slight bend in that leg that you're standing on, and pulse back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. Coming back down to a seated position. We are going to be slightly forward on our chairs again, and we are going to do some chair crunches. So arms can be here or here, keeping the posture nice and tall, the back nice and straight. We're just going to lean back and forward. You don't need to be able to tap the back of your chair. What I don't want to see is people curling their back to try and touch the back of their chair. So we're up nice and tall, arms are in place, and we're just leaning back as far as we can, and and then coming back forward. And you're using all of these core muscles to pull yourself back forward. Keep going. Okay, excellent. So, remaining seated, we are going to take our ball in our one hand. The other hand is going to go up to the side, and we are just going to reach down and pull back up. Reach down and pull back up. Okay, and switching to the other side. And away we go. Okay, you can go ahead and put that ball wherever it's out of your way. And we're going to do some stretching now. So, placing that heel on the floor in front of you, we're just going to reach down that leg as far as you can. If you can touch your toe, great. If you can't, that is okay. Just go until you feel that nice stretch in the back of the leg, flexing that toe towards you. And other side. Stretching down as far as you can. And sitting up nice and tall. Taking one foot out in front of you, you're going to flex the foot and point the toe. And then just give that ankle a little roll. One direction and the other direction. And switch to the other side. And give a little roll, one direction and the other direction. Okay, shake that out. You're going to stretch out the hips now. So we are going to place your ankle up on the other knee. If you can't get all the way up that far, you can rest it wherever you feel that stretch in the hip, okay? Sitting up nice and tall. If you're feeling that nice stretch, we want it to feel nice, not painful. So if you're feeling that nice stretch there, that's perfect. If you need a little bit more, you can give just a little bit of a push to that knee. And you can also lean forward over that knee. That should definitely help you feel that stretch. And we're going to switch to the other side. Again, sitting up nice and tall, deciding where you need to be to get the best stretch for you. Okay, sitting up nice and tall, bringing those feet back down to the ground. Just going to open up the chest, thumbs up, and flipping those thumbs down and pushing back again. Bringing your right arm across your body, holding it with your other, dropping that shoulder away from your ear. And opening back up. Other side. Dropping that shoulder down. Stretch out the tricep next. So again, one arm back. You can push the elbow or you can pull. Whatever you decide to do, try to keep that chin off your chest. And opening up. Other side. Okay, bringing those arms down, taking our fingers, interlacing them, and pushing out in front, giving that back a little bit of a curve. And then releasing, opening up that chest again, bringing one arm up overhead. I want you to reach as high as you can. And when you think you can't reach any higher, reach a little higher, and then bend to one side. Feel that nice stretch all along the side of your body. And coming on out, and other side, reaching up. And again, when you think you can't reach any further, reach a little higher, and then fold off to the side. And back to center. Okay, rolling those shoulders back and down. And taking our right ear to our right shoulder. And chin to chest. And left ear to left shoulder. Chin to chest. And back to center. We're just going to take a deep breath here. We're going to bring the arms up beside us. Inhaling and then exhaling. And again, inhaling and exhaling. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Give yourself a big hug. Great job. Thank you for showing up, and I look forward to seeing you soon.